Hey y'all, welcome to episode 3 of Busy Girl Meals. This is a series where I share with you super simple recipes that will fit into any girl's busy schedule. So today I'm sharing sheet pan meals, and let's go ahead and jump into the first recipe.
So for this sheet pan meal, we are making garlic balsamic chicken, I guess you'd say. I'm trying to think what she called it in the TikTok. Tuscan chicken, maybe. I can't remember, but it is so easy. You don't have to cut a thing. It's going to be amazing. So we're going to use some green beans, a little Parmesan cheese, a good amount of garlic, some cherry tomatoes, boneless, skinless chicken tenders, and then for the seasoning, we're using balsamic vinegar, garlic pepper, Italian seasoning. I got out the avocado oil, but I actually meant to do olive oil. So that is all you're gonna need. We're gonna mix it all in one big bowl, throw it on a parchment lined sheet pan. We're preheating to 425, and this might be the easiest sheet pan meal that exists.
So, of course, we're going to wash our veggies first. I just did the green beans and tomatoes per the original recipe, but you could do like sliced onion, maybe zucchini. Some mushroom would be really good on this. So really make it your own. Match whatever flavors that you like. I'm using garlic pepper. Like I said, it's like my go-to seasoning. It is so delicious. One of my friends used it on some broccoli like a month ago, and I swear I've added it to everything I've cooked since then. Also, always add extra garlic, more than you think you need. It's such a good ingredient that just makes everything better. Also, how good does this balsamic look? I can't even tell you how good this made my kitchen smell. It is phenomenal. So a little bit of olive oil. You can use avocado oil if you want. And I actually just saw a hack on Instagram today that I'm editing this. And the person, instead of using olive oil, they used Dijon mustard just to cut down on a little bit of calories. So you could definitely try that. And I feel like that would go really nice with this recipe. Just make sure it mixes up really good. A little bit of Parmesan or a lot of Parmesan if you're me. Dump this on a sheet pan. Super simple. I'll have full typed recipes down in the description box for you to screenshot, but this was delicious.
All right, that took exactly the amount of time. My oven literally just beeped right before I turned the camera on. We've got everything lined out here, and I am going to throw this in. I'll put the cooking time here on the screen because I can't remember, but it's probably about 25 minutes. That's usually how long we cook chicken tenders. So I'll update you at the end. You can throw this over some rice. You could add potatoes if you want. You could serve this with pasta or do a little low carb life and eat it just like this. All right, y'all, we have about 5 or 6 more minutes on the chicken, and let me just tell you, the house smells amazing. I'm so pumped, and while it went in, I cleaned the kitchen. Hallelujah. Love when that happens. You can clean up the kitchen while it cooks. You're ready to eat. Throw your plates in the dishwasher and call it a night. This is so super simple. I cannot tell you how good our house smells right now. I'm so excited. All right, y'all, this is the final product. We did 425 for exactly 25 minutes, and this is how it looks. Perfection. I did cut open this larger one right here, gave Morgan a bite, was done, and he said it tasted delicious. Obviously, I double checked it was done before I gave him a bite, but he said it's delicious, so we're going to plate up, and we'll give you our full review of this recipe once we're done eating. All right, y'all, we just tried it, and it is phenomenal. I'm obsessed. This is so good.
Yeah, the veggies turned out good, and that chicken's amazing.
Yeah, the chicken is fire, and I agree. The veggies are just like perfectly cooked. I love that nothing had to go in first, and you had to add stuff later. Yep. You just mix it all in one bowl. So easy. We did top it with a little more Parmesan at the end. This is a win. I think we'll definitely make this one again, and it might be on repeat because it was so easy.
Yeah, it was definitely good enough to do again.
Yeah, dinner in 30 minutes, literally. So easy.
Yeah, perfect.
Yay. 10 out of 10 from us. All right, y'all, for tonight's sheet pan meal, I am taking a recipe that I saw on TikTok that I thought looked really delicious. This one I think is going to take about an hour from start to finish, but it's going to be easy and delicious. So let me just jump into the ingredients. So we're making pork chops. They didn't have the thin one, so I got regular, and I will just, I don't know, cut these in half or butterfly them or something. Also pretty inexpensive. This whole thing of 4 really thick pork chops, boneless, only cost $5.46. So I feel like this is a pretty good cost-effective meal. Well, at least as far as this goes. I do think the potatoes are like $5 themselves, but happy with that price. 2 cans of green beans, which we're going to drain. I did get the no salt added just so we can control the seasoning ourselves. Some some steamable potatoes. So I got the green giant ones. This is just going to help everything cook quicker in the oven and make sure everything's super crispy. Also, you're going to need a bag of mini carrots, or you can slice up some bigger carrots if you'd prefer. For the sauce, it's going to be a 1/2 cup of soy sauce, a couple tablespoons of ketchup, and a couple tablespoons of brown sugar. There's no other seasoning in the recipe, so I'm going to season with garlic pepper. I just feel like that goes with everything really well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're going to start by getting these ready to go and also steaming up the potatoes. Then we'll load everything up, and the sauce goes on in the second half. So we're going to bake it without sauce first.
All right, y'all, we are skipping over the footage of me cutting these in half because it was a literal hack job. So you're welcome for saving you from that footage. Seasoning these on both sides. Honestly, looking back, I could have kept them whole just because the carrots do take quite a long time to soften in the oven. Once the pork chops were done, I was ready to pull it out because I didn't want to overcook them. But I think if I left them in like the normal thickness that they came in from the package, it would have worked out perfectly with the carrots and the pork chops getting done at the same time. So just a tip there, I don't think you need the thin ones. You could also cut your own carrots and make them just a little bit thinner so they cook up quicker in the oven, or even maybe the canned carrots. I'm a big fan of those. I feel like some people knock the canned carrots, but hey, I grew up with them, just a childhood favorite. Did 2 of the green beans, and then I seasoned those up as well.
Okay, so I guess I didn't realize that once you steam it, the sauce like automatically goes in there, which is fine. I think it will go okay with the flavor. I'll let you know if I think that this specific like flavor was a bad idea. I think they also make these frozen now, the whole potatoes that are frozen, that you just steam in the microwave. So that would also be an option. But anyways, we're going to give these a go. They just come out of the microwave. I've got everything else here and ready to go. I did end up adding the rest of the carrots. I wasn't sure if Morgan was going to be into them, and he says yes, he thinks with the sauce he'll love them. So went ahead and added the rest of the carrots. We're just going to get the potatoes on there, and then we're going to throw it in the oven for 30 minutes. And I'm going to clean up the kitchen and make the sauce in the meantime.
So once I threw the potatoes on the sheet pan, I did cut some of the larger ones in half just so I could get it more crisp, and that did work out really great. So definitely recommend that. Threw these in the oven, and then I whipped up the sauce. And y'all, this sauce is delicious. This is going to be good on chicken. This would be good on so many different vegetables, good in a crock pot meal. So this is definitely going to be like a staple sauce that I remake. It's so easy. 1/2 cup of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of ketchup. And I did take it upon myself to add an obnoxious amount of minced garlic, as we do. And it turned out phenomenal. Highly recommend this sauce for any type of protein that you're baking or throwing in the crock pot.
Okay, making a little change to the recipe. So she said put it in for 30 minutes, then add the sauce, then do 12 more. It's about to reach the 20-minute, it's been in for 20 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and add the sauce because my pork is no longer pink. The potatoes are already cooked. The green beans, they really just need to be heated, you know what I'm saying? So I've cooked it for 20 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and add the sauce, and then I'm just gonna see after 10 minutes and then after another 5, and I'll let you know like full cooking times. But I just want to let you know I am straying from the original recipe just a little bit. I just don't want it to be overcooked or tough, so playing it on the safe side. All right, y'all, finished product. I did cut open one of the pork chops just to make sure we're good to go, and we are. Obviously, I know the potatoes are done. The carrots, I like mine a little bit soft. You can see you can stab them with a fork. I do like mine a little bit softer, kind of almost mushy. These have just a slight crunch, so I do feel like I would want mine a little more cooked. But overall, delicious. I'm super excited to plate this all up and get it all together. I did take a bite of the pork, and oh my gosh, it's really good. That sauce is delicious. All right, y'all, this is the meal all plated. It looks amazing. Tried to do lots of green beans and carrots, a couple little pork chops, which is really just one since I cut them all in half, and a few potatoes. And I am really excited about this dinner. Let me know if you give this one a try, or if you have a version of this. I would love to hear how you make it. All right, it is taco night, y'all. So this sheet pan meal is going to be sheet pan tacos. I guess you could call them fajitas, but they're more of tacos. So we have just some chicken tenders, a big old pack of that. That's gonna go on the sheet pan with some sliced bell peppers. You can use any color you want. Specifically for tacos, I like green bell peppers. We're gonna season that with this fajita seasoning, onion powder, paprika, cumin, and chili powder. You can also just use a taco seasoning packet if you want, but I'm out, so we're gonna kind of make our own. And then for tortillas, I got the ones, these were supposed to be corn, but they didn't have them, so they substituted the flour. But these are like the ready to cook ones at my store, and we will cook these up ourselves. You can see they are raw. So we'll cook those up. I think they're going to be delicious. I'm also going to dice up some tomato. I might see if I have like some black beans or something, maybe make a little like, I don't know, corn salsa thing. I'm not sure yet. And then also this is so good. I had this at my friend's house on a chicken taco, and my life is forever changed. It's so delicious. So if you can find this, highly, highly recommend it. Such a good taco sauce. Would be great on a salad or a bowl. You can see here, 2 tablespoons, 50 calories. So about the same as the Bolthouse Farms Ranch.
All right, so chopping the vegetables, you can add all the extra veggies that you want. It's just me and my boyfriend, and he doesn't really like bell pepper on his tacos, so I just cooked up the one for myself. But you could do a medley of bell peppers, you could add onion, whatever you like. Vegetables all roast well in the oven, so you really can't go wrong here. I seasoned up the bell peppers the same way that I seasoned the chicken, and I will have all of those listed with the recipe down below in the description box. Cooked those for about 25 minutes, or I think actually only 20, and it was perfect. This is so simple, probably one of the easiest sheet pans you can make. You can also just keep the chicken in its tender form, and you don't have to chop it up if you don't want to. All right, y'all, got the chicken on there, seasoned it up with all the seasonings. Only gonna do 1 bell pepper because I feel like that's plenty. Morgan won't eat a ton of pepper anyways, and I can save the other one for another meal or to freeze. So I'm about to throw this in. I have my oven preheated to 415. Probably gonna put it in for about 20 minutes. I cannot explain how impressed we are with these tortillas. You'll see after we make the first one, it doesn't stay on that plate. We had to try it, and it was so delicious. So definitely take a look for these in your grocery store. If you're in Texas, I got these at H-E-B. They're definitely in the refrigerated section, so look out for them. I believe they also come in corn, so I'm going to take a look out for those. But wow, we are so impressed. All right, y'all, just pulled the chicken out. It took exactly 20 minutes at 415 degrees. Pushed on one in the middle, and it's just falling apart. It's gonna be so tender and perfect. Got my bell pepper over here. I love it all roasted. You can also air fry bell pepper, and it is perfection. But we're keeping it sheet pan style. Also cooked up our tortillas, and you guys, we tried these. Wow. Best like tortilla I've had at home, and I would say like top 3 tortillas I've ever had ever. So definitely try the fresh ones if your grocery store has them, because they cook up so easy and quick. Just in a plain skillet, it literally took 10 seconds per tortilla. Cooked up a few of those. I've got the cilantro lime salsa, some tomato, and we are about to build our tacos. Here is the final product. I have 3 of these tracked. I just thought I'd start with 2 and see how we do. I'm obsessed. These look amazing. We're gonna give them a little taste test. Morgan's got his loaded up with salsa, and we are so excited.